right, here we are with the Dimension of Wizards mini box. The next level of spellcaster and psychic strategies. New Madolce and Naturia cards are here as well. What happened to the spunk, tenacity, and gusto that used to be in these descriptions? Why is it just telling me verbatim what is in the box and what to expect? No mystery. You could have said Dimension of the Wizards. From a mystic realm, the Wizards has arisen to take down vicious foes. Unleash the powers of psychics and nature as you battle a degenerate meta. You could have said some shit like that. Come on. So there's lots of new cards in here. I'm sure because we have went through this already and not went through this. I'm sure that because I'm doing this late, I'm probably the last one here. So because I'm the last one here, we're gonna just go through some of these cards and read them, discuss them, talk about them. If you're live on the live stream, you're gonna be able to discuss it more in depth. If you're watching this in the video, leave me a comment in the comment section below and we can discuss it down there. But let's just jump into it. So ARCANITE Magician. Let me zoom in on this guy because he's the master. Spellcaster, tuner, and one or more non-tuner spellcaster monsters. So it's locked by type. If this card is Synchro Shokut, place 2 counters on it, like Breaker the Magical Warrior. This card gains 1,000 for each counter, so that means it's a 2,400 monster, and you can remove 1 counter from this card. Oh wait, no, sorry, you can remove 1 spell counter from your field, not just this card, and target 1 card your opponent controls and destroy it. Oh, so you can remove it from Magical City of Endymion. You can remove it from that black, I think it's called black something, the spell counter trap card that has 3 counters. You could summon a Breaker and remove Breaker's counter to destroy a card. This is pretty good. You probably had to build the whole deck around it. Is it viable enough to destroy everything? I don't know. I guess my boy just pointed out in the chat, Dion just said no limits to the counters. So you can add more counters on this and make him even beefier. So this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I can see the UR rating. Here's another card. Trapcardo Dimension Prison. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, target the attacking monster and banish it. Okay, I like this card for a lot of reasons. Banishing is a permanent release in most decks, and you don't have to deal with the monster anymore. Also, it screws up strategies because removing monsters in Duel Links normally can cripple your opponent's entire deck, like vampires, for example, etc., etc. But the big problem with this card is twofold. Number one, it can only be activated when your opponent declares an attack. Oof. And this card targets. Omega oof. So basically, if your opponent has anything to chain, it can get away. And if your opponent has something that negates targeting, you can't be touched. In my personal opinion, I don't think this card is going to be all that great. It is a good UR, but I think people are going to end up using Wall of D over this card if they ever put it into their deck. And if they do play it, it's going to get as much play as Sakuretsu Armor. And you think about the last time you ran into a back row and saw Sakuretsu Armor. Was it being destroyed and you were attacking for game? Was it being banished by your Cosmic Cyclone and you were attacking for game? Did you look at your opponent's deck and notice that they had one in there and they didn't set it because they didn't draw it and you attacked for fucking game? Or did you happen to negate it with your Sandman or destroy it with your Maximus? Psychic Wielder. Oh, I get it. Psychic Wielder. Konami. No, I give you no kudos. You get clever with Psychic Wielder, but you can't do nothing with this description? You're a disgrace. Psychic Wielder. The text is real tiny, but I'm going to read this little bio piece. It says, this tuner monster can be special summoned in defense position from your hand if you control a level 3 monster other than Psychic Wielder. In addition, when this monster is sent to the graveyard as a synchro material, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls with less attack than the synchro summoned monster using Psychic Wielder. So basically what I'm seeing is what grows in the grave, junk synchron, Psychic Wielder, bring forth the level 2 from the grave. So you got level 8. You can sink into a Stardust Dragon. You can sink into a Red Dragon Archfiend. And basically a Stardust and Red Dragon Archfiend is strong enough to kill any monster. And also it only costs you 2 cards and it takes away a card and you're getting a direct attack on your opponent. Disgusting. Psychic Wielder is the card to have for what grows in the grave decks. So in this box so far, worthy you are to, this is a worthy UR to have for interesting decks, but this might be the best UR of the box. All right. Gliffy the Phantom Bird says you can discard this card and add 1 Golden Castle of Strongbird. They put that in Duel Links? If this card is normal summon or special summon, you can target 1 card in your opponent's spell or trap zone and destroy it. Wait, hold on a second. It says if this card is normal summon or special summon, you can target 1 card in your opponent's spell or trap zone and destroy it. There's 2 periods between that shit. That means this thing always summons and pops a back row? Am I reading that wrong? You can discard this card. Add a Golden Castle Strongbird from your deck to the hand. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target 1 card in your opponent's spell or trap zone. Destroy it. You can only use the effect once per turn. Damn. Wow. Fuck. Okay, I like this card a lot. But why you do this, Konami? Come on, dog. Do I got some sponsors in the chat that can hit the no fun allowed emoji? Come on, like what the fuck? In the same box, dude. You sons of bitches. Golden Castle of Strongbird. God damn, I gotta get my monocle out to read this shit. Once per turn, during your standby phase, you must banish 10 cards from the top of your deck face down. In Duel Links. This is not optional. Of course it's not. Or this card is destroyed. During the main phase, you can special summon 1 monster from your deck that specifically lists Golden Castle of Strongbird in the text. You cannot normal summon or set the turn you activate this effect. Even when this card leaves the field, you can only use the effect of Golden Castle once per turn. When your opponent monster declares an attack, destroy the attacking monster, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponents equal to the attack. What? Wow. Alright, so this is an easy deck build. Using any kind of card that forces your opponent to attack a 30 card deck, Golden Castle Strongbird, or actually not a 30 card deck, any of those decks that add 2 or 3 extra cards to your deck. So you pick Jaden with not Jaden, you pick Yusei with the extra junk synchrons and whatnot, and then that way you have like a 33 card deck. And then if you get this on your opening turn, you'll get to play this effect a few times, and then maybe you won't deck out. So yeah, it's a pretty tilty combo. Just force your opponent to attack and kill him. That's gonna be pretty busted. Depends on what the monsters are. Depends on what monsters you have. If they have an 1800 beater for this card, you'll probably be good. Pretty disgusting. Oh, Grandpa's cards, actually, yeah, that's another good one. You know, anything that increases your deck over the 30 card limit, and then you play this card with, of course, this bullshit, and then you'll be straight. We already know what that crap does. What the fuck? Why they do this? All right. Millennium Eyes Restrict. Ugh, I was reading this earlier today. This man is gross. Once per turn, when your opponent, well, first off, it's a fusion of a relinquished to any effect monster. And that's busted. It says once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can target one effect monster your opponent in your opponent's graveyard and equip it to this card. And then you gain attack and defense equal to the monster that you gave the suck to. But additionally, the equipped monster with the same name can't attack or activate its effects, and if it's on the field, its effects is negated. So that's pretty busted. I don't know how much counterplay this card would get, but I can imagine it being very annoying in certain situations. But I can see people playing this in some stall bullshit deck, or even just thrown into a random deck with relinquishing it, because it confuses with any effect monster. So that's pretty I don't know. That's just annoying. Why no instant fusion? Because that should be busted. Mythical. Wait, this card was out for whatchamajigs? For pendulum cards, right? They send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard, then target one face-up card on the field that you can place a spell counter on, and place 2 spell counters on it. Oh, good lord. Wow. If this card is in the owner's position and destroyed by opponent's card effect, you can special summon one monster from your deck that you can place spell counters on it. If you do place 2 spell counters on it, you can only use the one effect. Use the effect of this once per turn. This is disgusting. This is gross, and it's a quick play. Oh my god. NATURIA MANTIS, such a cutie. When your opponent normal summons a monster, send one NATURIA monster from your hand to the graveyard to destroy that monster. Oh! Now that's spicy. Okay, that's spicy. I like that card. Madolche Hoot Cake. Oh, that boy must be tasty. Let me see. When this card is in your possession, is destroyed by opponent's card effect, either by battle or card effect, and sent to the graveyard. Shuffle it into your deck. You can target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, banish it, and if you do, special summon one Madolche monster from your deck, except Madolche Hotcakes. Hoot Cake. You can only use the effect of Hoot Cake once per turn. No, that's a hoot. NATURIA Landoise. I don't know. Let's see if he's even worth it. Rock Synchro, Earth Monster. What is this? 8? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. While this card is face up on the field, you can send one spell card from your hand to the graveyard to negate the activation of an effect monster and destroy it. 2350. I don't know. Maybe. That's all I can really say. I don't really know. 2350 is a weak attack when you think about other boss monsters. And then discarding a spell to negate a monster effect. I couldn't imagine a spell that you're running that is useless to you that you wouldn't set, especially in Duel Links. Like, so what? They put old vindictive magician in? Oh, it's a man-eater bug that's a spellcaster. Nice. Okay, that's actually spicy. I like that. Defender, the magical knight. This card's normal summon. Place a spell counter on it, max 1. Once per turn. If a spellcaster monster on your side of the field is destroyed, you can remove a spell counter and destroy it instead. Rocket hand, burning out the back row out here alone. Target one attack position monster. Target, that's the word, dirty word again. Target one attack position monster you control with 800 or more attack. Equip this card to that target. Why did he say it all stupid like that? Why didn't you say equip this card? It gains 800 attack, and you can send the equipped card to the graveyard, then target one face-up monster on the field and destroy it, then change the attack of the monster equipped to this card to 0. Also, if the battle position is changed, you can only use one rocket hand effect once per turn. Okay, that's pretty smart. Alright, well, let's see what this card does. 300 attack. It says, if this card is special summoned, you can special summon one pumpkin carriage from your hand or deck. Where's pumpkin carriage? If you control this card can attack your opponent directly. Oh, okay. Golden Castle Stormbirds. You can control. This is also, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. Okay. So this card must boost it or something. You can equip one glass slippers from your deck to this card. You only use the effect of this card once per turn. When this card inflicts damage to your opponent from a direct attack, you can target one glass slippers equip card and one face-up monster on the field. Equip the glass slippers to that card. Okay. Where are the glass slippers? Glass slippers. If this card is equipped to a fairy monster, this card gains 1,000 attack. It's equipped cards a non-fairy monster. It cannot attack. So I guess if you're not a fairy, these shoes won't fit. I'm fighting for my life. Also lose 1,000 attack. So if you equip it to your opponent's monster can't attack and they lose 1,000 points. So basically people are going to use this to stall your opponent out. They're just going to equip it to your opponent's monster and they can't attack. So oof. So if this card is sent to the graveyard because its equipped monster is destroyed, you can target one of those princess cards you control and equip it to that card. You can only use the effect of glass slippers once per turn. Y'all killing me with this shit. Activate glass slippers and equip it to my lava golem. Y'all killing me with this shit. Check this out. Psychic, light, normal, 2,000 attack, Mech Knight means that more Mech Knights are coming to Duel Links eventually. Good Lord, I'm going to hate that deck when it comes. Hate that. That was my first TCG deck I learned to hate. First one I learned to hate. God damn. Yeah, 1,300 attack is from slippers. I guess that's okay. Check this out. Psychic Commander. When emergency teleport comes out, gonna be so gross if it ever comes out. When a psychic type monster you control battles during the damage step, pay life points in multiples of 100, max 500, to have the monster it's battling lose attack and defense to the end of the turn. So basically, how I looked at it, this card is basically like a 1900 monster by itself, is how I looked at it. Esper Girl. When this card is removed from play, you can special summon. When this removed from play card is special summoned, so it already has to be banished and special summoned. Remove from play the top card of your deck face down. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, add the remove cards to your hand. Earth Dark Psychic Tuner. Interesting. You can, well, I don't know. Weird card. Naturia Ragweed. Plant effect. 1200 attack, 2000 booty. When your opponent draws a card or cards, except during the draw phase, you can send this card face up. You can send this face up card you control to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. Oh, it has to be on the field face up? Shit. Oh. Maduche Marmalade. When this card is in your possession and it's destroyed by opponent, yes. Here it goes. When this is flipped face up, you can target one Maduche spell or trap in the graveyard and add it to the hand. Okay. Naturia Cherries. I think we already got this card. If this card is sent to the graveyard by your opponent's card, including battle or card effects, or being destroyed, you can special summon up to 2 Naturia Cherries from your deck face down. No, we don't have that card. Iron Hans. Naturia Purple Kush. Iron Hans. If this card is special summoned, you can special summon 1 Iron Knight from your deck. Also, Golden Castle Stromberg is not on the field. When this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. You can only use the effect of Iron Hans once per turn. Gain 1000 attack for each Iron Knight you control while Golden Castle Stromberg is on the field. Let's take a look at Iron Knight. Iron Knight. Lose 1000 attack while you control Iron Hans. Ass. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle to the graveyard or card effect, you can add Iron Hans from your deck to the hand. Or if Golden Castle Stromberg is on in the field zone, you can add 1 warrior monster from your deck to the hand instead. Only use the effect of this one's return. So the only viable thing for this is that fucking shoe bullshit. Okay. Magidog! I'm Magidog. It kind of looked like Coco. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm Magidog. Alright, it says, if this card is sent to the graveyard for a synchro summon of a spellcaster type monster, you can select and add 1 field spell from your graveyard to the hand. That's actually kind of spicy. I think so. If you Magidog, and if you Magidog into your into that spellcaster, that would, you can maybe go get the Endymion School. That's pretty spicy. Oh, Explosive Magician Tuner onto the spellcaster. You can remove 2 spell counters from your side of the field to select and destroy 1 spell trap your opponent controls. Okay, so this is a little bit better. He can target back row, and then also he has to destroy spell traps. Can't be monsters too. So okay. telekinetic charging cell. Equipped to a psychic type monster, you do not have to pay life points to activate its effects. Okay. When the equipped monster is destroyed and this card is sent to the graveyard, you can pay 1,000 life points to return this card to your hand. I like that. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Past image. Oh, that's my boy Space-Time Policeman. Past image. Oh, you better be good. If you control a psychic monster, target one monster your opponent controls, banish it. During the standby phase, it returns to the opponent's side of the field in the same battle position. If you control a psychic monster, target one monster your opponent controls and banish it. That's great. This shit, oh my god, this is a game-ending card right here. They play you. It's if you control a face-up psychic type monster, target one monster your opponent controls and banish it. And during the next standby phase, you can return it. You do that shit in battle, that's game. If you do that shit, you can interrupt a combo. You can break a combo. You can do a lot of shit with that. I like this. Pass image. Okay. It's pretty spicy. Naturia Seed Tree. If this card is sent to the graveyard, add a Naturia card from your deck to the hand, except Naturia Seed Tree. You can only use the effect of Naturia Seed Tree once per turn. You contribute one Earth type insect to special summon one level 4 or lower plant monster from your deck. You contribute one Earth plant monster from your you contribute one Earth plant monster to special summon one level 4 or lower Earth insect. Okay, so that's pretty okay. That's pretty cool. Psychic Field Zone. Select 2 of your remove from play monsters, psychic type tuners. Select 2 of your remove from play monsters, 1 psychic type tuner and 1 psychic type non-tuner. Return them to the graveyard and special summon 1 psychic type synchro monster from the extra deck. Oh, in defense position, whose level is equal to. Oh, and the effect works. Damn. Okay, I like that. Dude, Power of the Guardians. Let's see what this card says. If the power. Oh, it's a equip card. Is it if an attack is declared involving the equipped monster? Place 1 spell counter on this card. The equipped monster gains 500 attack for each equipped counter. For each equipped spell, is it if this card is equipped, monster will be destroyed by battle or card effect. You can remove 1 spell counter from this card instead. I mean, this would be pretty good for the Wild Heart deck. I mean, but should you buy this whole box just for this card? Well, if you play Wild Heart, then maybe. This is actually pretty good for a Wild Heart deck. If you were playing Wild Heart, you could summon the Wild Heart, equip the Wild Heart, do all the bullshit with this. You know, Wild Heart's gonna get double boosted. This is just this will probably be really good in that Wild Heart equipped deck for sure. Power of the Guardians, it's pretty good. Naturia Forest. If you negate the activation of a card your opponent controls, you can add a level 3 or lower Naturia card from your deck to the hand. Damn. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna end with that, and I'm Magic Dog. I'm gonna end with that and say, what is my overall opinion of this box? You said don't forget the steel cage for the Golden Castle Strongbird. I'm gonna look up the steel cage. Did I miss it? Oh, Iron Cage, you mean? Let's see. Iron Cage, you can only activate, it says, when this card is activated, send 1 monster you control to the graveyard, or if Golden Castle Strongbird is on the field, you can send 1 monster your opponent controls to the graveyard instead. Once per turn during your standby phase, You can target one monster that was sent to the graveyard by this card's effect. Destroy this card, and if you do, special summon the monster sent to the graveyard. Oh, that's pretty busted. So basically, you can kill your opponent's monster and special summon it to your side of the field. That's disgusting. Okay, so I like that. All right. It's all right. I don't know if Golden Castle Stromberg is worth it though, but it's all right. So what do I think about this box overall? My honest opinion is, outside of Psychic Wielder and this card, I don't think there's much in this box that you would probably want to go for right now, honestly. I think that the things that are in this box are good for future decks. I think some decks have potential, like Naturia, of course, has potential, especially with this Naturia Mantis card. And the Spellcaster deck has potential, especially with the spell counter thing. But is this box gonna break the meta? Is this box gonna change the world? I don't think it's gonna change the world, but I think this box has some very strong individual cards that could work as some really good spice. And if you're sitting in there with 4,000 gems and you're wondering, should you spend 4K gems just to see if you can get that dank hot dimensional prison, I would say save your gems. Deep prison isn't all that great. Psychic Wielder, I think, is the best card in this whole box. And second best could go to maybe this card because it can destroy any back row, or this card because it has potential for a whole deck. I don't know. If it was me and I was just kind of being conservative and I was playing Kokimarus and I was like, is this going to be the next meta box? I probably wouldn't think so. I would, like I always say with all these boxes, you should just wait a week and see what happens, see what people are playing, see what comes out of it, and then go from there. But honestly, I don't think this box is going to be game breaking or meta breaking or whatever you want to call it. But it will be annoying to play against these cards like Dimensional Prison, because you know folks are going to play stall decks and they're going to run D Prison, they're going to run Wall of D, they're going to run everything else, and eventually this card's going to be a pain in the ass. But you do have cards like this that can just blow up back row, which I really like, and he destroys it on summon. He doesn't, you don't have to activate it like Breaker's effect. He destroys on summon. So has Breaker been power creeped? Not by any means. But destroying your opponent's back row, having 1,500 attack and a 4,000 life point game, pretty good. Pretty good. So I don't know, but best card, you might want to go for this. But no, honestly, I think that's it for this box. I don't think there's a whole lot here for immediate game, but there are some interesting things that I think will make some interesting fun decks, some insane Animal Planet playthroughs, and some interesting ladder choices. But I don't think this is going to be something that's going to be like influencing the meta, except for this card, Psychic Wielder, inside of the what grows in a grave deck is going to be disgusting, I think. But that's it for me. Amiibo Dan signing out.